Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Monday night, and you know what that means. It's time for the Raw Event Center, and here's the man that could give you the raw report of what happened on Monday nights, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. This is episode 1192 of the show. What's going on, everybody? Hope you all are having a wonderful, lovely Tuesday afternoon. A little cold out there, and a little bit of snow flurries were falling this morning, but it's all good from here on February the 6th, 2024, 1:44 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about what happened last night on Monday Night Raw. Now, to those of you I think the elephant in the room we'll discuss is the fact that The Rock came back Friday night to supposedly challenge Roman Reigns. Now we come up to speed. Now, everybody's been hating on The Rock. A lot of people are not very happy about this. And I was kind of shocked when The Rock showed up. So, excuse me. Yeah, been tired all day. So, anyways, a lot of folks are not very happy. And poor Ava, who was supposed to be the NXT general manager, who was supposed to, get out matches and all that, had to delete her Twitter account because idiot fans out there are making death threats towards her. And I hate to say this, but guys, it's not right. That is why I decided to refrain from even picking a side for the situation, because I've respected The Rock. I've been a fan of The Rock since his debut in 1996, man. He always comes up with great catchphrases, always had a lot of fun and all that. Then you got Cody Rhodes, whom I've grown to respect. I'm also a big fan of Cody Rhodes. I like the hard work he's put in. And he knows he has a lot of big shoes to fill, even though when the Dream passed, when the American Dream Dusty Rhodes passed away. He knows a lot of pressure has been on him because we know his brother, Dustin, could end up being retired pretty soon. So a lot of pressure has been on Cody Rhodes, and he wants to do this for his father, to complete the story, to finish the story. He wants Roman Reigns. He wants the title that Roman Reigns has. But then he says, I can't, he says, I'm not, So a lot of, I'll tell you what, this is like mind-blowing. And I'm like, how come you don't want to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? What the heck is going on? A lot of people want Cody. Well, Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes deserves this spot, but we got to find out what the heck is going on. He says, listen, I appreciate the support, but trust me on this one. We didn't know what he meant by that. So fine, we'll trust you. We'll trust Cody Rhodes. We'll trust what he's trying to do. I wonder if he did that on purpose just to get us to motivate him to get back into in that title picture to say, you face Reigns. And then you got the Seth Rollins situation, and Seth Rollins is working on it with a bum knee right now. So it's crazy. Speaking of which, this is how it's going to kick off. Seth Rollins kicks off Monday Night Raw, addresses that situation. Basically, a lot of fans are still not very happy. There's fans home saying, we want Cody and all that. So Seth Rollins like, okay, we got to address the elephant in the room, but we need Cody Rhodes to come out here. Cody Rhodes comes out here. And then he goes, Cody, talk to me here. What's going on? This is Seth Rollins, right? And Cody's about to explain so, and then, of all people, Drew McIntyre interrupts. And you're like, oh boy, here we go, right? Drew McIntyre interrupts, and, Drew McIntyre says, hey, I want to face you for the title. But, you know what he does? He freaking headbutts Seth Rollins, and Cody Rhodes decided to fight back and check up on Seth Rollins. And Cody Rhodes is a huge matchup last night when he had to face Shinsuke Nakamura in a Texas bull rope matchup. So there's that. Then there was a fatal 4-way tag team qualifier, and the winner of that match will face the team of Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate this coming Friday night on SmackDown to determine the number one contenders for the undisputed tag team titles against the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest. I say Senior Money in the Bank, Damian Priest, mind you. And Imperium, that's the team of Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci. And then you got the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, the new DIY, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, and then the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. This was a heck of a matchup. It could have been won by either team. The Creed brothers always been stepping up their game, but DIY is going to get another shot, but they'll be taking on the team of since they won the match. They'll take on the team of Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne this coming Friday Night SmackDown. This is going to be a banger between these two great teams right here. DIY versus the British Strong Style team of Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. I'm looking forward to that one. That's going to be a heck of a matchup. And Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler getting promos ready for their matchup, which is an Elimination Chamber qualifier matchup. Becky Lynch going one-on-one with Shayna Baszler. And whoever wins will enter the Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia. And Shayna Baszler did set a record for eliminating every woman in that Elimination Chamber match. In the Elimination Chamber that she was in. Zoe Stark was watching the matchup because next week she'll take on Liv Morgan in an Elimination Chamber qualifier matchup as well. So Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler, and that. Becky Lynch hit the manhandle slam. 1, 2, 3. Becky Lynch will be heading to the Elimination Chamber. And she wants to be in that Elimination Chamber. She wants to win it. So, and this is the first time Becky Lynch will be part of Elimination Chamber matchup. And then Kathy Kelly, who's now moved on to Raw, and Byron Saxton moved on to SmackDown, interviewed Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan just says, watch me as I face Zoe Stark next week. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Anna Pierce confronts Drew McIntyre about attacking Seth Rollins. And then he goes, you're going to get fined for that. And if you keep wearing that shirt, you get fined double. I was like, because he wore a shirt. It had Drew McIntyre doing the peace sign on the tombstone. It says CM Punk's WrestleMania Dreams 24-24. I was like, oh, come on. That's crazy. So, anyways, Rhea Ripley, though, comes out, and Adam Pearce is like, oh, my God, I knew this was going to happen, right? So, you have to control your talent. And I was like, oh, great, here we go. So, Rhea Ripley comes out, and she was angry about what happened to her last week. She calling out Nia Jax. So, but Anna Pierce says, well, I knew you were going to do this. You know what? You want Nia Jax, you got her. Elimination Chamber, Women's World Title on the line, you versus Nia Jax. And Rhea Ripley says, good. Nia Jax comes out, and both women brawl, and Rhea Ripley again walks out. And then, Nia Jax once again attacks Rhea Ripley, and Anna Pierce is like, poor guy needs a drink. Give the man a drink, please. Judgment Day was talking about, actually, no, not yet. We had a mixed tag match. Alpha Academy's Akira Tozawa and Maxine Dupree took on the team of Ivar Valhalla. Has Akira Tozawa lost his mind on this one? You can't be a big guy like Ivar, man. Ivar reminds me a lot of Bam Bam Bigelow with how he flies around the ring and all that good stuff. It's crazy. Ivar and Valhalla did end up winning the matchup, by the way. And Judgment Day was talking about Rhea Ripley, and then R-Truth. They beat up the guy, told him they didn't want him in Judgment Day. And here's R-Truth once again. R-Truth, God bless this guy, man. I'm telling you, I am glad he follows me on Twitter because he's hilarious, dude. Anyways, R-Truth, they're like, what's up, dog? They were like, R-Truth. And then they're trying to explain to R-Truth, you're not in the Judgment Day. And Damian Priest is like, fine, make yourself at home. Okay, thanks DP. Only Damian Priest is probably the only one going begrudgingly doing this. Anyways, and then Jackie Redmond was interviewing The Miz, and The Miz, is he crazy or is he a genius? I think The Miz probably knows something we don't. So R-Truth, then The Miz versus JD McDonough came out. R-Truth comes out during the matchup, giving away T-shirts, and then giving JD McDonough his cut of the pay. He's like, really? Okay, that's fine. And then Miz comes up and hits with a skull crushing rally and pins him 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, oh man, did R-Truth just screw up, or was he a genius? Maybe R-Truth was playing mind games with Judgment Day all along. I think, R-Truth probably find out what the weakness is for Judgment Day. I don't know. I want to know what's going through R-Truth's mind. I just don't know, but it's hilarious. Anyways, so Imperium talks about to Pierce about Gunther's celebrations. Is everything going to be successful? Okay, fine. But then Braun Breaker comes in, and you guys met Braun Breaker? And they're just kind of looking at him. I was like, okay. And so, and then Adam Pearce was talking to Braun Breaker about the contract. What did Nick Aldis offer him, and what Adam Pearce is offering him? Braun Breaker's got a decision to make. I gotta tell you, he's got a decision to make for sure. Then they have the Gunther's 600-plus day reign of the Intercontinental title. Now, I believe this coming Wednesday or on Valentine's Day, if Gunther can retain the Intercontinental title throughout the rest of this week and all next week, he will break Pedro Morales' combined day record of 613 days as Intercontinental Champion. He'll be the man at the top without any interruption of how many days is Intercontinental Champion. Without interruption. Right now, the combined days is 613 held by Pedro Morales. Should Gunther break that by just basically going through without interrupting, he'll be the new all-time record holder for most days as the Intercontinental Champion. He's already beaten the Honky Tonk Man's record. That is a given. And that is without interruption. Okay? We're talking about the combined days record is next. And I'm sure Gunther's going to break that with just one fell swoop. We didn't have to worry about losing the title and then, you know what I mean? You know what I'm getting at. Anyways. But then Gunther says nobody can challenge him. Left, right? Jey Uso comes out. Yeet! Time for the Yeet King to do his thing. The Yeet King to do the thing. Right? So, Jey Uso, and he challenges Gunther. And Gunther says, and then Gunther gives him props, and he says, but you did have to work. And then they were making fun of him, and then Uso goes, no way, man. You know. So Gunther pushes Uso, and then when Uso went to go after Gunther, Imperium attacks Jey Uso again. But then the New Day comes out with their new ally, their new buddy. That's right, you know, the New Day and the Usos, they known each other for years. And plus the New Day was having problems with Imperium. So that leads to a six-man tag next week as the New Day and Jey Uso take on Imperium. It's gonna be a lot of fun here. Let me tell you. Hello. You know what I mean? And Shinsuke Nakamura addresses Cody Rhodes as he prepares for the bull rope match against the Codester. And then the women's tag team title rematch from a week ago on Raw, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. And I'll tell you what, since Kairi Sane's return to the WWE, Asuka has been very happy the way things are going and all that. And let me tell you something, man. It's, you know, and Kairi Sane, you know, she's getting good. But she's having a lot of fun. She's always goofy and all doing all crazy stuff. I love it, Kairi. And Kairi, you know, it's really cool to see someone as beautiful as Kairi Sane to have fun, be goofy, and then wrestle hard and win matches, and to have all that hodgepodge of talent. And it's just really cool. And seeing Kairi Sane makes me smile again. Defending the tag team titles against Kaden Carter, Katana Chance, the Kabuki Warriors did, however, retain the titles. And Jackie Redmond sat down in an interview with Sami Zayn, talking a little bit about Drew McIntyre, and Sami Zayn felt that he's got some unfinished business with him. Bull rope matchup: Cody Rhodes versus Shinsuke Nakamura was the main event. Cody Rhodes did win the matchup, though. He did win the match. But Drew McIntyre attacks the Rhodes after the match. Here we go. I mean, I really don't know how to feel about that. Kind of stinks that Drew McIntyre wants to be a jerk about that. But we'll see what happens. Because now, like I said, I'm going to say this as a statement. I respect both The Rock and Cody Rhodes. I'm letting this thing play out. I love watching wrestling. I respect all the wrestling talent, whether it be indies or any of the main organizations like WWE. That means all three brands, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. AEW, including Ring of Honor, Mexico, Japan, all the wrestlers, and the female talent, respect them all. I enjoy wrestling, and if anybody's got a problem with what I have to say about that, up your nose with a rubber hose. Okay, that's how I feel. So, I've always enjoyed watching wrestling since the '90s, of course '91, and I have a lot of fun watching it. I think it's entertaining, and I don't care what anybody else thinks. All right, and I think the problem is the internet wrestling community has gone. They're going cuckoo, gagabasa. Apa, what's going on, George? I don't know. Anyways, that's all for the Raw Event Center for February the 5th, 2024. What's next? Episode 1192 has been done here. What's next? Trebek Tuesday. That's right. Do some high rolling. Don't have to worry about no dragon, no devil, no lightning, or no whammy for that matter. So, I'll see you guys later until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer. Take us home, will ya? That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.